As a physician said, many of my patients have nothing wrong with them except their thoughts. So I have a favorite prescription that I write for some, but it is not a prescription that you can fill at a drugstore. The prescription I write is a verse from the Bible. I do not write out that verse for my patients. I make them look it up and it reads, "Be ye transferred by the renewing of your mind." To be happier and healthier, they need a renewing of their minds. That is a change in the pattern of their thoughts. When they take this prescription, they actually achieve a mind full of peace that helps to produce health and well-being. A primary method for gaining a mind full of peace is to practice emptying the mind. This will be emphasized in another chapter, but I mentioned it here to underscore the importance of a frequent mental catharsis. I recommend a mind emptying at least twice a day, more often if necessary. Definitely, practice emptying your mind of fears, hurts, insecurities, regrets, and guilt feelings. The mere fact that you consciously make this effort to empty your mind tends to give relief. Haven't you experienced a sense of release when you have been able to pour out to somebody whom you can trust worrisome matters? They lay heavy upon the heart. As a pastor, I have often observed how much it means to people to have someone to whom they can truly and in confidence tell everything troubling their minds. I conducted a religious service on board the SS Lorline on a recent voyage to Honolulu. In the course of my talk, I suggested that people who were carrying worries in their minds might go to the stern of the vessel and imaginatively take such anxious thought out of the mind. Drop it overboard and watch it disappear in the wake of the ship. It seems an almost childlike suggestion, but a man came to me later that day and said, "I did as you suggested and amazed at the relief it has given me." During this voyage, he said, "every evening at sunset I am going to drop all my worries overboard until I develop the psychology of casting them entirely out of my consciousness. Every day I shall watch them disappear in the great ocean of time." Doesn't the Bible say something about forgetting those things that are behind? The man to whom this suggestion appealed is not an impractical sentimentalist. On the contrary, he is a person of extraordinary mental stature, an outstanding leader in his field. Of course, emptying the mind is not enough. When the mind is emptied, something is bound to enter. The mind cannot long remain a vacuum. You cannot go around permanently with an empty mind. I admit that some people seem to accomplish that feat, but by and large it is necessary to refill the emptied mind, or the old, unhappy thoughts which you have cast out will come sneaking it again. To prevent that happening, immediately start filling your mind with creative and healthy thoughts. Then, when the old fears, hurts, and worries that have haunted you for so long try to edge back in, they will in fact find a sign on the door of your mind reading occupied. They may struggle for admission for having lived in your mind for a long time. They feel at home there, but the new and healthy thoughts which you have taken in will now be stronger and better fortified, and therefore able to repulse them. Presently, the old thoughts will give up altogether and leave you alone. You will permanently enjoy a mind full of peace.